Okay, everyone, let's chat about how to accept and submit assignments. So we're here on the installation guide part of the website. And if we go down to how to accept and submit assignments, we left off with this last bit of code here. So in our studio, if I pasted this, we should see my GitHub username, my email, and that my personal access token is discovered. So that's where we're picking up in this video. If you don't see that, you might have to do a few steps over or contact us for office hours just to make sure that that's up and running because it's crucial for this next step of how to accept and submit assignments. So here we are. The first thing that we're going to do is click this link. I'm going to open it in a new tab. And we'll see in GitHub Classroom my classroom roster here. So this is pre-made by me. It has every student taking the course in this iteration. And what you'll do is you'll scroll and find your username or just your name. So mine will be Connor Flynn. I'll click this one. Now it's asking me, do you accept this assignment? So this SDG assignments, Connor Flynn repository will be made. So this will be where all of your code is kept for the duration of the course. And you'll hit yes, accept this assignment. And now it's saying, okay, you accepted the assignment. And it might take a few minutes to just create this repository or this hub for your project. So we'll give it just a second and then we'll refresh it to see updates. Fantastic. So now it says we're ready to go. And what we're going to do now here is really important. So it says your assignment repository has been created. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and copy this link. So I'm going to hover over it and copy it. So this is my personal repository for the course. Yours should be exactly the same, but just with your username at the end. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to RStudio now. So within RStudio, we see the code that we ran before. And what we're going to do is start a new R project. So you'll probably notice in the top right of your RStudio, it might say project none. We're going to go there. We're going to do new project. Perfect. And now we have three options. There's new directories for if we're starting a new folder on our computer, existing directory for if we want to put this project in existing folder. The most important for us is version control. And this is when we're backing up our code and sharing our code. So we're going to go ahead and do version control, that third option. And then we're using Git for version control. So we're using Git and GitHub. So we'll select Git. And what we'll go ahead and do now is paste that URL that we copied. So when I paste that, you see it autofills. So remember, this is the link that we copied from where it says you're ready to go. And it's this repository SDG assignments with your username at the end. So I just wanted to show you again, that's where the link came from. So we paste it in here. And then mine autofills to SDG assignments Connor Flynn. Yours might not. Just please call it SDG assignments, your GitHub username. It should be right at the end of the link here. And I'm just going to save mine right in documents. I think documents for the most part is a really good place to save your work. It's very accessible on most computers, the documents folder. I wouldn't put it in a whole list of subfolders. So as simple as you can make it to where you can navigate to that folder. That's where I recommend saving it. A lot of times that might be documents. I wouldn't put it in downloads. I would advise against that. But this is where we are. So we have our repository URL that we copied and pasted. We have our directory name, and we have where this is going to be saved on our computer. So this new R project will be saved within my documents folder, and this is what it'll be called, SDG Assignments Connor Flynn. So we're all set. What we're going to do is create project. Perfect. And here we are, and this is the magic of GitHub. So now you have this R project, and you could see in the top right, it now says, instead of project none, it says SDG assignments Connor Flynn. So that's a good thing. And you'll see now in your bottom right pane, there's all of these folders. So before it might have been blank, but this mirrors the folders on your computer. So like I said, this is in my documents folder, is this SDG assignments, Connor Flynn. So yeah, this bottom right pane is mirroring the folders on our computer or on our laptop. And what this has is the data that we'll be using in the data folder. It has some of the stuff to build the website that we navigate the course with. And most importantly, it has these modules. So these are markdowns. So you'll see our markdowns folder, we have all of these coding files that link exactly to the modules that you see on the website. So right now we are in the installation guide. So let's check out the code that makes up that part of the website. So here in your top left pane, once you click on installation guide.rmd, if you click on installation guide.html, it might ask it if you want to open it in a browser or something. And that's like the actual website version. But we want to open installation guide.rmd here. And you'll see here's all the code that makes up what you see on the website. So maybe an easier way to demonstrate this. Let's try to put this on the left of my screen. And then share the website on the right. So yeah, we're looking at the installation guide. Perfect. And you'll see here, it mirrors each other exactly. So here's our installation guide. We see our logos. This is the code that we write to put the logos here. We see overview and welcome and some of the same text here. This is where we embed our videos. In this code chunk here, we reference our YouTube videos that we include on the website. So this is how all of this stuff is built. So as me and Victoria are going through each of the modules that you see, intro to R, basic visualization, these are all linked to these R markdown files here. So just for an example, say I wanted to look at our intro to R challenges. What I'll do is I'll navigate the website. I'll check out that intro to R pane. And what I'll be doing in RStudio, I'll go to that intro to R.rmd. And here we are, right? So we had Victoria introducing us to R in this YouTube video. We had a little bit of text about talking about libraries and packages until we finally got down to a challenge, right? So challenge one here was create a my name variable with your name assigned to the variable instead of Victoria de la Cruz. So what I would do in R, so again, I've navigated to that intro to R.rmd. Might be simpler, yeah, the more room that you give yourself with this coding file, maybe the better. But I'll scroll down. So again, this mirrors exactly. So when I find the challenge one, here it is. Create a my name variable with your name assigned to the variable instead of Victoria de la Cruz. Then create a my age variable with your age. So might give you the first answer here, just as part of the course, for example. So if I was going to complete this challenge, I would open up a code chunk. So again, that's Command Option I or Control Alt I. That's something that you'll be taught within the Intro to R course here. And what you'll do is create that variable. So we wanted my name to Connor. Perfect. We wanted my age to be 25, still a young buck. Perfect. And when we run that code here in our environment pane, we now have my age is 25 and my name is Connor. So if we were going to do something simple like my age plus 5, so how old will I be in 5 years? We should get something like 30, right? So we save those variables. But this is just in reference to the challenge, right, for this guide. So this, I've completed challenge one. I think there are 2 more challenges or maybe just one more. in this intro to R bit, it looks like there's challenge 2 and challenge 3. Yeah, so there are 3 challenges in this altogether, but I'll just do the first one for this purpose. And so what I would do is say I've completed all 3 challenges. What I would do now, exit out of this one to full screen. What I'll do now is save this with this save icon here. And whenever something's not saved in the document, we'll see this kind of light up blue and have a little asterisk next to it. So we'll save this. Now you'll see it turns white. So this is the most recent version is saved. And what we'll do is we'll go to our top right pane and go over to Git. So we have environment, history, connections, build, and Git. And in Git, we should see the file that we just made a change to. So we just made a change, right? We added this. My name is Connor. My age is 25. My age plus 5 would be 30. So this is the changes that we made. And anytime we make a change to a document, it will show up in this Git pane. And how we submit this assignment, right? Say I'd done all of these challenges. I say, okay, I'm ready to go. I hit save. And then I check the box next to this in the Git pane. And here's where I'll hit commit. When I hit commit, I should see this page. And now it's going to ask me for commit message. And so for this one, I would say challenge 1 completed. If I'd done all of the challenges, I would say challenge 1, 2, and 3 completed. And that'll be my message. So I'll actually fix this. So it's right. Challenge 1 completed. And I'll hit commit there. And we should see this message. It says 1 file change, 9 insertions. Simply, I think 9 lines of code, including the blank ones that we had. We'll hit close there. And the last step to finally submit the assignment is hitting push. So I'll do that here and hit push. And if it works, you should get a message that says to this link. Everything's good. If you get an error message, something says an error here, we might have to work together to solve that, but don't worry. And a great way to just double check to make sure that this was submitted would be to go here to where we copied the link for that repository and check it out. And you should see 2 minutes ago, challenge 1 completed, right? So our most recent thing, and you could even check in our markdowns, if we go to that intro to r.rmd, we see challenge 1 completed. And all the way down in the code under challenge 1, we see this new addition that we made, right? My name is Connor, my age is 25, and my age is 5. So this is exactly what I see on my end, that you guys made these insertions, and I can run the code, make sure it works, and give you feedback as we go along. So that's a little bit of an introduction to Git and GitHub and how to accept assignments. We'll only be accepting 1 assignment. This is an important note. So every time you make a change, you'll just save that file, commit, and push it. So say you did intro to R and you did all 3 challenges, save that file, committed, and pushed it. The next way you'd submit the next homework is simply going to, I believe, basic phys, right, is the next one on the website. You would do these challenges, enter your code, hit save, commit, and push this basic viz.rmd. So you'll just continue making changes here and pushing them. So you're never going to accept a new assignment. Once you accept that first assignment, that's the only time you accept. And then you just consistently make changes, save those changes, commit them, and push them. And then I always recommend, giving it a check just to make sure. The way that you give a check is just visiting that repository. So that link of the repository that was created once you accepted that assignment. And now this is a really cool way to collaborate on code for me to check out what's going right, what's going wrong. You could always push code that has errors in it. And maybe in your commit message where I said challenge 1 completed, you would say this line of code isn't working or I'm having trouble here. And that's a perfect way for me and Victoria to jump on and check out what's going wrong. And we can chat during office hours or another scheduled time to get you up and running. So it's a really good way for us to see and share code. And then this will also be under your personal profile on GitHub. that you wrote all this code. So this will all be saved and act as a little bit of a portfolio for your coding so far. So it kind of tackles a lot of things using GitHub Classroom, both in a way for us to collaborate and work together, but also it's a really good thing to have for your future in data science. So if that goes smoothly, congratulations. You are all ready to start working on your assignments and doing your introduction to R. If it doesn't, please come to office hours and we'll get you up and running. Thanks.